You know, obviously Brandon's already played Superman and Clark Kent, so he can easily make the character worthwhile. But even though he played him in Superman Returns, yes, people think that he didn't play him properly or didn't play him that well. It was because of the fact of how the film was done. It was because Bryan Singer was going back to what Richard Donner had done with Superman the movie. He was continuing on with what, you know, Richard Donner had done, which is no disrespect to Bryan, but with Chris Nolan overseeing the development of Superman, I firmly believe that Chris will either A, bring out the best in Brandon, or if he does go for Tom, he'll definitely bring out the best in Tom, or he's going to go for someone else completely different. It might be a big name person, it might be someone unknown. So again, you've got those four options: Brandon, Tom, somebody well known, somebody not so well known. So who knows? Okay, and as I say, going back to like other TV shows, you know, the actors in these TV shows, 24 and obviously Sex and the City as well, you know, these actors have already been in films before they appeared on TV, you know, so that's why 2 movies of Sex and the City has been made. That's why a 24 movie is definitely going to be made, because they know how popular that show is. They know how popular the character of Jack Bauer is. Over the last sort of 9-8 years that Kiefer has played Jack Bauer, he has become so popular. That's why they said, right, okay, we might as well do a movie, and the fans have also wanted a movie, so the fans are getting a movie. But again, even if that movie happens, is it going to be a letdown for the fans, or are the fans going to think, yes, this is what we've been waiting for? Look at The Simpsons, for example. How long has that show been going on? Then they do a Simpsons movie, and the movie itself was seen as a elongated episode. Yeah, you can see my point here. So I would love for a Smallville movie to be done, but again, you're looking at a new Superman movie that's due to come out in 2012. Then you're looking at going towards the end of Smallville, and how are they going to produce or make the movie from there, from the end of season 10, to go into this TV or movie, you know, big screen movie or straight to DVD movie that they want to, that they might do, because so far it's the fans that are requesting it. The producers have not said anything. You know, how they're going to make that transition. And then obviously the Superman movie that's going to come out in 2012 is going to be again a reboot. So yeah, it's going to be seeing the same thing over again but on a big screen. You know, so it's, yeah, it's all up in the air. Me, I firmly do not know what's going to happen. I can honestly say I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be a case of, right, season 10 has ended, the producers are going to turn around and say, that's it, that's all we're giving you. You know, 10 years of Smallville, you've got Tom Welling in the costume now, he's flying around, that's all we're giving you. You'll have to look out for the Superman movie that's coming out in 2012. But then again, they could turn around and say, okay, season 10 is now finished, what is it that you fans want to see? You know, and then obviously everyone's going to cry out for a movie, and that's what the producers might go for. They might say, right, let's do a movie. Let's see what we can do, how we can go further, you know, from the end of Smallville season 10 to progress into a movie. You know, you've got to think of not just the fact that they're going to progress it into a movie. It's going to be a case of, right, what characters can they have in the movie? Who can Superman fight against? Brainiac, Zod, Doomsday, Metallo, and, you know, Parasite. Any of these characters could easily come into a movie. And then obviously they've got to throw in mixes like the Justice League. But can they do that? That's the question. Can they throw in people like the Justice League in a Smallville movie? Because we know that's not going to happen in a Superman movie. Chris Nolan has already said that Superman is in a world of his own where no other characters are going to be mixed in. And the same with Batman as well. So when the Green Lantern movie comes out next year, that's not going to mix in with any of Batman or Superman's world either. It's not going to cross over. Okay, it's going to be Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Sinestro, anything to do with the Green Lantern universe is going to be on its own. Same thing with Superman, as is with Batman. So all of these 3 big characters, yes, they're well-known DC characters. Yes, we know that they cross over in the comics, but they're not going to cross them over in the movies like Marvel are doing with Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and you know, Captain America as well. So again, you do a Smallville movie, are you going to follow on from Smallville, or are you going to take a different direction again with that movie? Is it going to be Clark and Superman and Lois and Jimmy and Perry, Or is it going to be Clark and Superman with the Justice League, Lois, Jimmy, Perry, and, you know, other members of the Justice League in there as well? Obviously, we're not going to see Bruce Wayne, although we would love to see Bruce Wayne. That would be great, thank you. You know, chuck in Lex Luthor, chuck in a bit of Brainiac, so you can see where all this is going to happen, what's likely to happen, what's going to cause a confusion, you know. And then obviously, if they do a Smallville movie, you've got a Superman movie, there's that clash. It's like, okay, we've seen the Smallville movie, let's go see what the Superman movie is like. Or, we've seen the Superman movie, let's go see what the Smallville movie is like. You don't want to make judgments of, well, the Superman movie rocked so much better than what Smallville ever did in the last 10 years. You don't want to say something like that. You don't want the fans to say that. What you want them to say is, okay, Smallville was awesome, Superman the Man of Steel just completely rocked my socks off, or the Smallville movie was brilliant, just what we wanted to see. So it's that kind of response that we want to get from the fans. That's what the producers will probably want. But, again, it all hangs on what happens in Season 10 of Smallville. Whatever happens in Season 10 of Smallville is where we're going to see where the Smallville movie might take off. So, again, Josu's article, link in the bottom. Get on there and read it. Leave your comments. Leave your comments at the bottom of this video. I think it's in 2 parts. Sorry about that. But you know what I'm like. As I say, Josu, this is in no way going against what you've said. I agree with 100% of what you've written in your article. It is awesome. But this is just my take on it. Why I think it might not happen. Not that it won't happen. Just why it might not happen. Okay? And as I say, hand on heart, I would love to see a Smallville movie. There's no, you know, there's no ifs and buts about it. I would love to see a Smallville movie. I would love to see the producers and the writers continue on with this movie, just to bring like Smallville to some sort of close, and who knows where we go from there. Obviously, we're going to have the new Superman movie out in 2012, but again, who knows what's going to happen from there? Anything can happen. It could be anyone's guess what could happen in the next 2 to 3 years. So from now until around 2013, who knows? But that's it from me. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all soon.